Hey there, everyone. How you doing today? So, if you watched the Tom Ferry interview that went live, what is today, Wednesday the 18th, near the end, he gave me an action item. As it turns out, he read my book, One Rental at a Time, and he specifically called out a section where I talk about 21 key topics every investor needs to understand. And I committed to him during that conversation that I would record a quick video about each of those 21 topics. So, Mr. Ferry, this is for you. We're going to do one video per topic. So, on today's video, it is really about understanding your why. Now, that's a really kind of fluffy topic. It's not one that you hear me talk about a lot. But, you know, after going through what would have been over 100 pages of our story, it was important for me to really document what our why was and why it's important. You see, lots of people talk about your why and it's, financial independence, or it's legacy wealth, or it's I want to be rich. Those are not very concrete. Those, for many people, are somebody else's goals that you're kind of repeating. If you're going to do the one rental at a time story, you're going to need something that is uniquely yours. Now, maybe you want to be rich, or maybe you want to be financially independent, but what I would challenge you to do is put a number on it for you. Because maybe being rich for you is 500 grand. Maybe rich for you is a net worth of $1 million. Maybe rich for you is 5,000 a month in passive income. Don't take these fluffy words like financial independence, legacy wealth, and just repeat them without defining what they mean to you. Because as you recall, right, what you will read in this book is our first rental way back in 2003 didn't go well. We did everything right? We did the credit checks, criminal checks, everything was great. Unfortunately, they got a divorce and it went downhill from there. We were out of pocket an extra 15 grand. We never saw a rent check other than their first month and the deposit. We had to go through a 90-day eviction. It's just horrible. But if we couldn't anchor ourselves on our why, we wouldn't have gone anywhere. And I've admitted it many times. I wasn't sure our why was strong enough until that happened to us. And Olivia came out and said, no, it's a cost of doing business. We're going to get up and move forward. The other thing to talk about your why, because again, if you follow the One Rental at a Time story, you read the book, follow this channel, is I ask you to think in decades. So while it's certainly possible your why may hold true for the whole time, it is also possible that your life may change or evolve and your why may change. And that's okay. Evaluate that. Own that. Make sure you constantly know what it is. The greatest example I have is maybe you're in your 20s and you're single, and maybe by the time you get to be 30, you are now married and you have a child, right? Your why may have changed. Just own that. Be honest with yourself. Just because you set your why at 23, it doesn't have to be the same at 33 or 43 or 53. Know what it is for you. You've got to have a why, and it has to be your why. That's the big thing. All these social media people and all these memes and quotes and all this stuff, make it yours, right? Put a number on it. Is 5,000 a month passive income your goal? Well, then say that. Is it 2,000? Is it a net worth of $500,000? I mean, what is it? Really put it out there. I think your why is important. That's why it's number one of my 21. It is a little fluffier than I like to talk about, but it is so important. And if your why is not strong, this business will kick your butt. Being a landlord is tough. I'm here to tell you that tenants lie. Contractors lie. And, it will happen to you at some point. I wish it wouldn't. I wish it didn't happen, but I'm here to tell you that it probably will. So make sure you have your why. Make sure it's your why and not someone else's. Make sure you communicate your why with people around you that you trust. And don't be afraid to change it. Life changes. As we mature, we grow up, we can change. It's okay. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, this is just number one of 21 videos. Thank you very much, Mr. Tom Ferry.